Hello everybody, welcome to the second podcast from the safeguarding and counselling teams during these unprecedented times. Has the novelty worn off yet? All this studying and working from home has its challenges, doesn't it? Perhaps you're missing college even. I know I am. What is it exactly that I'm missing? Well, the people, obviously. Also things like my journey to and from work. The trees on the waterfront, they'll be bursting into leaf right about now. Sitting out in the sunshine at lunchtime, watching the boats go by on the canal, all of the outdoor stuff that I've taken for granted for years. I hope that everybody can access some outdoor space during this time, whether it's a garden or a backyard. Maybe access to a local park, being 2 metres away from others, obviously. Perhaps you've got a balcony, or even a view of the sky or some trees from your window. Getting outside is good for our mental health, particularly at the moment when we're all feeling the pressure of the lockdown, feeling cooped up. For my daily exercise, I've been getting up at my usual time for work, and rather than my morning commute, I've been going out for an early walk in the local park. Great way to start the day. It's been easy to maintain social distance at that time of the morning because there's nobody else about. And I'm accompanied by the dawn chorus. Absolutely magical. Getting in touch with nature, or biophilia as some would have it, is good for us. Getting some fresh air or vitamin D from the sunshine are the obvious benefits, but it's also one of the ways of getting the endorphins flowing. These are naturally produced chemicals in the central nervous system that help us to feel good, a natural body response to a sense of well-being brought on by being outside, connected to nature. Okay. Perhaps you want to go outdoors from the comfort of your armchair. Well, you can. There are lots of people who are recommending the idea of virtual visits to outdoor spaces as being good for boosting our mood and therefore good for our mental health. Now, I really enjoyed researching this part of the podcast. There are lots of fabulous virtual tours out there on the web. Now, I've got a few recommendations for you. If it's gardens that you like, then House Beautiful or The English Garden are two good websites with lots of lovely tours on them. You do have to put up with a few ads, which are a bit annoying, but the tours are worth it. I particularly enjoyed the tour of Kew Gardens. Brought back lots of happy memories. I used to go there regularly, but I haven't been for years. Perhaps you fancy something further afield. There are virtual garden tours from all over the world. I found one of the United States Botanic Gardens at www.usbg.gov, which was lovely. If you fancy something wilder, then there's claritywalk.co.uk. Clarity Walk is all one word. These take us on some beautiful rural walks, pausing often to admire the scenery. There was one from Cumbria there, which was I found particularly interesting because I know Cumbria quite well. Many nature reserves also have virtual tours. Even found one that showcased the reserves and animals of Africa. African. Wonderful. Another way in which we can get outside whilst having to stay in is to use the incredible organ we have in our heads, our brain, and in particular our imagination. I have an exercise that I want to talk you through in a moment to use our imaginations to get outside and feel connected with nature, feel some of those benefits. Now this would be a good time to find a quiet spot for yourself, somewhere where you won't be disturbed for about 7 or 8 minutes. It's not a long exercise. We're going to take the energy right down now. So you're sitting in a nice comfortable position, maybe lying down with your hands in your lap or on your tummy. And close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, just let your focus soften. And I want you to listen. Listen to the noises within the room and beyond. Be aware of any noises around you. Push them away from your thoughts. And as you push them away, you become aware of the noises within your body. Listen to your breathing. Think about the way your body moves in the act of breathing. Try to slow your breathing down. Take slower, deeper breaths, never holding your breath. And as you take deeper, slower breaths, you become aware of any tension in your body. And with each out breath, you let that tension go. Release the tension with each deep, slow breath. Let it go. Slow and steady, in and out, calm and gentle. And now let your breathing return to a steady, natural rhythm. And as we start to feel calm and relaxed, allow your mind to enter a place that is special to you, somewhere outside, somewhere beyond the lockdown. It may be real, or it may be imaginary. Allow your mind to drift to a pleasant, peaceful, outside space, a place where you always feel that you can relax completely. A safe, secure place where no one or nothing can ever bother you. It might be a place that you visited on holiday or somewhere closer to home. Perhaps you're imagining an outdoor space right on your doorstep or somewhere the other side of the world. Perhaps you've taken yourself to an imaginary place, an outdoor space of pure fantasy. Wherever your place is, it's a place where you always feel able to let go completely. A haven. Your haven. In order to help you imagine your place, notice where the light's coming from. Is the light bright or dim? And the temperature, what's the temperature like in your outdoor place? Is it warm, hot or cool? Think about the light and the temperature. Be aware of the colours that surround you in your outdoor place. Perhaps it's fiery reds and oranges, or maybe gentle yellows, greens or blues. Perhaps sumptuous indigos or violets. What are the colours that surround you in your outdoor place, your haven? What are the objects that surround you? What things can you see in your outdoor place? Note the shapes and the textures of the things that you can see. Take in the detail of your surroundings to help you feel more connected to your haven, your outside haven. Here, you can just be, enjoying the sounds, the smells, the atmosphere, with nobody wanting anything, nobody needing anything, and no one expecting or demanding anything from you. Here, you can truly relax. Picture yourself relaxing in your special outdoor space as I share a few words from the poet John Clare. All nature has a feeling. Woods, fields, brooks are life eternal. And in silence they speak happiness beyond the reach of books. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to come back from your special outdoor place, your haven. When the time comes to open your eyes, keep hold of this feeling of peace and calm. Remember your special outdoor place, your haven, and know that you can go there at any time when you need to escape the lockdown and regain this feeling of peace and calm, the feeling of connection to nature. I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1, and when I get to 1, please open your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might want to give yourself a moment here and put me on pause. Carrying on the outside theme, I have an app recommendation for you. Forest app. Easy to find in the App Store. This is Rachel's recommendation, one of my colleagues. An app to help us step away from our phones and tablets for a while, give ourselves a bit of a tech break. There was a recent study reported that shows reducing or managing our access to news and social media, what it called information intake, can have a positive impact on our mental health, especially at this time of COVID-19 restrictions. The Forest app helps us to set targets for ourselves of how long we're going to put our phones down for, and when we meet the targets, trees grow. And if we keep reaching our targets, we can develop our very own forest. It's charming. Thank you, Rachel. The spring continues at our respective campuses, even if we're not there to witness it. We might have missed it this year, but thankfully, the spring will be back again next year. Don't forget us if there's anything we can help with. The college's safeguarding and counselling teams are working remotely. Contact details are on the websites. So until next time, stay safe and well.